Hi, I'm Dave Motzkin with PHI Air Medical. I'm at the Conroe base today in South Texas, and we're talking about pressure to fly. Pressure comes from a lot of different places for people, and each person's interpretation of pressure is different. What I aim to do today is try and get some common understanding of pressure. Pressure to fly is so important because if you look at the accident history in helicopter EMS, and even some fixed-wing EMS, pressure to fly is a theme that creeps up in nearly every accident investigation. And also we hear it from our staff. We are in an emergency response business, and by its nature it's time sensitive, and by that very element it has pressure. That's pressure that's not going to be avoided. We have some duties and some obligations that we must fulfill, and getting to a patient in a timely and purposeful fashion is one of our most important obligations. How do we do that without compromising the quality of the decision-making process, and most importantly, the flight acceptance process? That comes down to preparation. It is appropriate, good, and rightful pressure for people to have the expectation of showing up to work fit for duty, well-rested, and prepared to do the job. Good pressure is the sense of pride of workmanship, the sense of responsibility that you feel when you know that your community is counting on you to provide their service, and that you are prepared in the moment to make the best judgment of whether or not that service can be delivered safely or not. If you're feeling bad pressure, if you're looking at a flight and you're deciding whether or not I should take this flight, and in your decision-making process, you're thinking about what is my manager going to think, what is my company going to think, how bad is the person really hurt. If these things are entering your train of thought and influencing your judgment, stop work. Do not accept the flight, stop work. I would never trade dollars for your well-being or your life, and I would ask that you not trade it either. Management can only shield you from so much information about the financial well-being of your operation. And at the end of the day, there is some truth to the fact that we have to be financially successful to exist. And when you come into work and you're feeling that pressure, if it's influencing your flight acceptance process, you have to stop work. I want to ask everyone to join me in owning their own piece of this pressure circumstance that we always work in. PHI as an organization, and certainly PHI Air Medical, is going to position the company so that it applies as little pressure as is possible on its staff. There is no flight that's worth the money, and there's no individual patient that is worth risking an entire crew.